title read already. So, Homelander versus the Kratt brothers. Who would win? Dumb fucking title. Amazing title right there. Do we think a Neo version? Neo, not. How do you make a Z? I don't know how to make a Z. That's a Z version of like Superman. A very evil one who's a pansy. Stop! I suck your dick. That guy. Or the Kratt brothers from the hit TV show Wild Kratts. And their live action counterpart, which I forgot the name was, that aired on PBS. I hope it's not the Kratt brothers. Well, I want it to be, but it doesn't make sense. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna pull out, but hey, bro, we'll see.
This is the Kratt brothers. I'm gonna analyze and break down their best skills to determine who would win in a death battle.
Feel like by Major Crunchy.
And after covering for Homelander quite a bit of times, we're gonna start off with the Kratt brothers first and figure out Homelander's best.
What could these guys do? What are these guys? I know they have a super genius on their side, but Sister Sage wasn't beating Homelander. What is this? What's been happening?
Counter against them. In the Wild Kratts TV series, the Kratt brothers are zoologists who works with the likes of Aviva, the biomechanical engineer responsible for inventing the iconic creature-powered suits and creature-powered disc, which allows the brothers to
the most they do is turn into like animals. They literally become fucking furries without the fur.
Transform and mimic the abilities of any animals, similar to the Omnitrix from Ben 10. But just animal, or is it?
Are you saying that they can take Homelander since he's a mammal and use his powers against him? I swear to fuck. Please.
I'll explain that one later. They also have Koki, the mechanical engineer who maintains and specializes their flying turtle ship, the Tortuga. And finally,
this show's a banger. They have white people, Hispanics, black people. Like, bro, shit was hitting everywhere. I think they just ain't have no Asians.
we have Jimmy, the Tortuga's pilot. Now that we're introduced to the characters, let's figure out the capabilities and limits of the creature power suits. Those that haven't seen the series, the creature power suits allows the Kratt brothers to transform into any animal they want when they chose their animals from the creature power disc. But they need to touch that animal that they're going to transform into before pressing onto their chest to
fucking banger, dude. Top 3 PBS. Arthur, Wild Kratts, and that one show with the motherboard. I forgot what it was, but it came on at like 3 a.m. Or like that one thing with the dog. It was like rough or some shit. That was good. But nah, I think it was fuck. It was like Cyber Chase. That's what it was called. Oh my lord, Cyber Chase was a banger. Y'all don't know what Cyber Chase was about, bro. Banger right there.
Activate. But there is a few exceptions. One is that the animal doesn't have to be there to activate the transformation, as long as they have at least their fur, feathers, horns, or at least enough DNA for the Kratt brothers to activate their chosen forms. But what if there are more than one type of animal? For example, the crocodile. There is the American crocodile, the saltwater, the Nile, the marsh, and the dwarf. There are so many variants of one animal. How can this one work? They did in fact show this issue with the
so fucking informational.
Crocodile, but it did actually work, but the transformation is much slower and buggier. Another question is that can they combine animal powers or become a hybrid, such as the speed of a cheetah mixed with the strength of a bear? Actually, yeah. The first time it was ever demonstrated was on season 1, episode 15, where an octopus was the one wearing both suits.
I'm sorry, but the fact that he's seriously sitting here and he's like, okay, well they did this in this episode. The fucking Wild Kratts. Hey bro, start scaling fucking Word Girl next, I guess.
And without a single creature power disc, transform into the monstrous sea creature hybrid of 5 different animals. Another example of this hybrid trope was in season 6, episode 20. The Kratt brothers' creature power suit malfunction, which causes them to merge together in a cat-dog fashion. But the first successful hybrid...
Wait, did you say like a cat-dog fashion, bro? Because they look like cat dogs. Wait.
Cat-dog fashion.
Okay, yeah, he did say cat-dog. Okay.
But the first successful hybrid is when Martin transformed into 7 combined different animals in a Halloween special. And another question is that, is it really strictly animals?
What is Mordecai doing in my Wild Kratts, bro?
So, it turns out, no. In season 1, episode 20, Martin was holding onto an acorn while in the form of a blue jay. But the blue jay next to Martin pressed onto his chest, which triggers the transformation and changed the creature power disc into a literal acorn.
Okay, yeah, so they're just gonna clone fucking Homelander, bro. GG. The Wild Kratts actually have a fucking Omnitrix. Okay, bro. Okay. Well, I guess Wild Kratts solo Goku now. Like, what the?
Which he quickly evolves into a tree. This changes a lot. Not only they can transform into animals, but also other things. Well, in this situation, since they were fighting against Homelander, there isn't really a lot of things they
The wild Kratts are now technically high outer versal, bro.
Transform into other than animals, so this wouldn't be much help, but it is an interesting discovery. Another discovery I made is that the Kratt brothers don't really need a creature power disc to transform into their chosen animal. There would be times that they can transform without a disc, but the majority of the time is that they do. Now we've gone over the limits and functionality of the suits, let's figure out
I thought this just kind of saves it.
their best strengths and animals they can transform into. One of the strongest creature powers in the show in terms of strength is the Hercules beetle. But what if we stepped up a bit? Instead, we used the horn beetle, which can lift 1,141 times their own body weight. And if we use the Kratt brothers' weight, which they weigh around 180 to 200 pounds.
So practically it's the same thing as the Spider-Man logic, where Spider-Man's so strong inside of his body and so nimble because he has the powers of a spider, and a spider is much stronger than its own body. Type shit. And he's a human, so
makes them as strong as 228,200 pounds or 114 tons. And for their speed,
quick side tangent. Are you guys pro organic webbing or are you guys anti organic webbing? Like, do y'all think he should just be able to shoot fucking nut out of his wrist, or do you think he should be smart enough to make him in every timeline? That's a good question right there. Me personally, that's a good question.
Is the Peregrine Falcon. They can achieve speed up to 240 miles per hour, faster than most supercars, but in Season 1, Episode 21, Martin was able to dodge a Peregrine Falcon as a pigeon, which their max speed is 50 miles per hour. I'm not including the 90 miles because that's a world record, and I'm going by on average, which is 5 times slower than the Falcon. And if you want to highball it when they transform into the Falcon and multiply that by 5, then that means they can reach up to speed of 1,200 miles per hour or Mach 1.5, faster than the speed of.
Okay, to be fair though, A-Train was hitting like Mach 2 levels. Homelander was keeping up with him. So, are the wild Kratts not even cloning? Like, oh my god, just by what they're using, the wild Kratts are fucking. They are relative to Homelander just in speed, dude. What the fuck is this video, dog?
Sound. Another creature power they can utilize is the spider power. The Kratt brothers can produce spider silk as thick as a pencil, which they stop a plane mid-flight, going at about Mach 1.5 to 2, and weighs around 100,000 pounds. It is also 5 times stronger than solid
Like their version of Team Rocket was just ugly as shit, dog.
steel in pretty much almost every strong metal pound for pound, but I could be mistaken. Homelander can laser through an airplane with ease and almost anything, but can he laser through spider silk? The answer is most likely yes, but it will take some time. But what about brute strength? Can he break through? I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I think he would, but it's gonna be very hard, and I don't see him not using his laser to escape. What about the pistol shrimp or mantis shrimp? Can Homelander deal with that? I've seen a lot of comments saying that the Kratt brothers can solo Homelander with the pistol shrimp, while there isn't a canon episode about the pistol or mantis shrimp, but if they did have the power, let's say a mantis shrimp human size, we could do a quick calculation by dividing one.
I mean, like, they would have it, so practically wild Kratt solo Homelander is what he said.
With the Kratt brothers weight, let's say 200 pounds, and the mantis shrimp weighs around 1.5, and in total we get 133.33 pounds. And the mantis shrimp can deliver a punch force of 1500 newtons or 337 pounds. So if we multiply those two numbers, we get 44,933 pounds of force, or 20 tons, and they can throw a punch up to 50 miles per hour. But that's all in underwater. How strong would it be if it were on land? If we're really going to highball on the mantis shrimp, then we're going to take the air density on land, which is 1.222 kilograms per cubic meter, which compared to underwater,
This nigga's too smart to be analyzing Homelander versus the Kratt brothers, bro. We can't be for real.
is 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter. Divide the two, water over air, you get 816.32. And square root that number and you get 23.32. And then you multiply the force of the shrimp, which can deliver 337 pounds, and you get around 7,858 pounds on land. And that's just the shrimp alone without any water resistance or drag, hypothetically. So if it were human size, divided the two heights and multiply 7,858, you get around 1 million pounds of force, or 453 tons, which is way stronger than Homelander's 240,000 pounds of force when he punches through someone up close, such as Black Noir. But take this with a grain of salt, since this mantis shrimp was never featured on the series, but what if?
No grain of salt, no grain of salt. They've already been proven to do it. This is theory crafting, they can fucking do it. Homelander gets soloed by a mantis shrimp version of fucking the wild Kratts, bro.
So far, Homelander is still in the lead in terms of strength and speed. Homelander can achieve speed as high as Mach 10.2.8 to 18.
Damn. God damn. I don't know, is that hot?
2, which is 12 times faster at max speed than the Kratt brothers. Strength-wise is pretty even when we're talking about the horn beetle power. If you want to include the mantis shrimp and go off script, the Kratt brothers has a bit of a lead with the 1 million, and we're talking about 2 people, so that's double the damage. And also we haven't even mentioned about the Kratt brothers' secret weapon, the miniaturizer. As the name says, it can minimize pretty much anything and also enlarges anything. The Kratt brothers only uses this to minimize themselves without any equipment, and they can move just fine. There have been moments on the show where an animal steps on and turns gigantic without any issues, and obviously are much stronger, such as the bullfrog, the Hercules beetle, a raccoon, and many more. If Martin and Chris were to step onto the miniaturizer, it's safe to say that nothing would happen and become bigger and stronger. But again, it never happened, so we're gonna have to rule this one out, unfortunately. For durability, the Kratt brothers can use the diabolical ironclad beetle. It's again another animal that never appeared in the show, but if they were to use it, the ironclad beetle
There's no fucking way you roll over it with a car and that motherfucker's still standing. Make you wanna know what it. Sorry.
can withstand a force of 39,000 times its body weight. If the Kratt brothers were to use one, they can withstand and it can endure 7.8 million pounds. Damn. But Homelander is still in the lead because he can survive nuclear bombs, as he apparently survived, according to Stillwell, if you want to take it literally. But he also escaped a powerful C4 explosion without any damage. With all this being laid out, is it still enough to take down Homelander? If I have to remain canon to the Wildcat series, I'm limiting to a lot of animals. But don't forget, we can also fuse different type of animals, like I mentioned earlier. Let's say the brothers use the string.
I know I'm licking my fingers right now. Do you think somebody's later, like in time, they're just gonna go into my old videos and be like, oh shit, yeah, Kid Baggy right here sucking his fingers. Yeah, I love that. That's so sexy. And like go into that shit. Hey, now that's kind of making me uncomfortable, just a thought, but hey, who knows?
Strength of a horned beetle, the durability of the ironclad beetle, the speed of the peregrine falcon, and the silk strength of a spider. And that's if the suit doesn't malfunction. I'd say Homelander would have a bit of trouble, but he is still stronger and way faster. Homelander has a better resume fighting and winning against characters that survive through large explosions, such as Queen Maeve, who've endured about 70 tons of TNT face on, which is about city block level. If the Kratt brothers were to face against Homelander with their canon encounters in the series, such as the Hercules beetle instead of the horn beetle, which they can only lift 100 times their body weight, Homelander would outblitz the Kratt brothers. If I include every animal they haven't encountered yet, it would be a whole different video to go over, and I do apologize for yapping all this nonsense, only for it not to be
banger video. I don't know why he's talking about yapping, bro. This shit was a banger. I don't know why he's doing this, but still.
Used, but those were the hot topic animals people mention online. This is by far the most I've researched because there's literally no one talking about the Kratt brothers power scale wise.
Why would anyone do that? Why would anyone do that?
I've seen edits and conversation about the topic, but nothing beyond. It was a nice nostalgia trip watching back old episodes looking for their best feats, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below and help me clarify some stuff that I missed out, and hopefully we get more people to talk about it. It has been a minute since I power scaled, and damn, be sure to like, subscribe.
Ip Man versus fucking Rocky.
Damn.
I don't think Rocky is beating Ip Man in any type.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.
Banger video. Yo, Mayor, yep, what the fuck? This shit was some bullshit. I don't know why you're power scaling these two, but fuck, banger. Good shit, bro. Good fucking shit.